So how do you find a suitable spot to start your singing? Now, many of us, we think that singing should be high. Other people think it should be soft, it should be low. All right, we're going to discuss this, and it's going to help you a lot to know how to decide whether to sing a song from a high point or from a low point, right? And this is going to really give you an insight. I'm going to try a couple of songs on this for you to really understand what I'm saying and how to decide what tone, whether to use your head voice, all right, or to use your chest voice, or to use your middle voice to sing. Now, every song can be done on both your chest voice as independently, right, and can also be done on your head voice. It depends on you. You are the one that will decide how to communicate, how to paint your picture before the audience, right? So, for example, I sing tenor, right, but I love singing baritone a lot. I love to use the baritone voice to express myself whenever I'm singing. Why? It gives me the comfort to play around my voice, and also I don't have to scream or shout or take high pitches, right? But sometimes there's a place where I want to sing, I can't use my baritone because it sounds too deep, and the audience there will require a more happy tone, all right? So I would tend to go towards my middle range or my middle voice and then connect with my head voice. Let me give you an instance. If I'm singing a song like Majesty, I'll sing it low. Majesty, worship His majesty. Unto Jesus be your glory. So I'll prefer this particular tone for this song. Why? Because the song itself is sounding chessy. I won't be like Majesty. It doesn't sound real. It sounds so fake. All right? To me, to you, it might not sound fake. But then that's my decision. I feel like, okay, let me sing it more closer to my chest voice for the resonance, for that richness to come out, right? Because of the way the song is written. But then when I'm leading worship and I'm singing something like, when I think of the goodness of Jesus, I will not be singing it that buzzy. I have to go closer to where it sounds more emotional, right? So I would choose something like, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all He has done for me. So you see, that one sounds a little bit more emotional. So my choice of what particular vocal register to use to express myself depends on the mood I want to create. So most people go to stage and they try to do certain things, and it's hard for them because they didn't develop that part of their voice. So many people, they sound harsh, they sound too aggressive, and the voice doesn't sound emotional to your audience. Because the truth is that no matter what you sing, if you take out emotion from your singing is not good. You got to be emotional in your singing to be able to connect with your audience, all right? So if you are singing and then you are struggling to reach out to your audience emotion or to connect with them, sometimes check the tone of voice you are singing with. You can't be singing, when I think of the goodness of Jesus. Now, it sounds too deep. It doesn't sound appealing to some audience. It might seem okay for some audience, but for most of the audience, they will feel like the song is too harsh. It doesn't sound okay. All right, so you have to choose. Now, also bear in mind, there's the thing about keys. I'll talk about keys. My next video, I'll talk about how to pick song based on keys. How keys help you to choose or to sing on the register you want to sing comfortably. Because while you are trying to pick a particular key, you got to know if that particular register you're going to be singing with will have enough room for expression on that particular key. So understand that your choice of registers when it comes to ministry as a worship leader or as a church worshiper or whatever you are doing in church depends on what mood you are trying to create and the message you are passing across to your audience.